Good morning, everyone. It is Friday,
Friday.
and I'm here with the spectacular, incredible Yvette.
Morning. How
Good
are
morning.
you? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Happy Friday. So, Yvette, what are we going to talk about today?
Well, we're going to talk about goal setting because I feel that I already am hearing people saying what you know, the
There,
resolutions for 2021. And it's just like, wait a minute. It's only December 4th.
yeah, that's such a great point, right? Everyone's talking about we got a plan for 2021. We got a plan for 2021. I mean, you're hearing it all over the place, and there may be something to that. However, it's only December
4th.
4th, which means we have a whole lot of days left in the year, which means that we can plan our day. Like what's the goal for today? What is the mission for today? What's the mission for the week? What's the mission for the month? Those are all so key and important. We could plan next year. We can make resolutions for the next year. But what about today? What's the goal for today? And how many people, we're all guilty of it, right? We're not better than anyone. Everyone does this, but how many times do we go about our day with no real goal in mind?
Yeah.
We just do
Yeah.
things and then we're finished with the day and we look back and we did a lot of tasks, but we didn't really do anything related to what we want. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. I think that's what the importance of making a list or the goals you want to achieve for the day the night before. When
Correct.
things are already written down the day before, you look at it in the morning, you're like, okay, these are the things I want to achieve today. And as you've said before, like the hardest task you should conquer first.
Yeah, that's such a great point. It's called Eating That Frog. There was a book written about it. And essentially, what you do is if you have all the things that you want to do for the day, whatever the hardest thing that you have on the list, do that one first. Because when you accomplish that one and then it's done, it's like you've gotten that big thing that you really don't want to do out of the way. So, that would be a great suggestion is eat that frog. Get that frog out of the way, get it done, and now your hardest thing that you had to do for the whole day is done and you
Yeah.
just keep going down the list.
Oh, absolutely. And I think too, what's a great thing to do, and I suggest doing this before the new year, is making a vision board.
Yeah, great idea, right? A vision board is kind of it can be our vision for a long period of time, but we can put things in there for the year too. And the vision board can always
It
change.
changes because you do achieve the things that you have on your board. So then, maybe the next month you have to change your vision board.
And you just
There's
make
no
another one.
rules.
There's no
Yeah,
that's the thing.
there are no rules.
You're right. I think that a lot of people will think, well, there's a rule. I just
No.
spent this whole time making this vision board. It's up. I can't. Yeah, if you need to change it, change it. Like we're all works in progress. Things change, and we just make that change.
Yeah.
Um,
And sometimes we put things, I think also people are not dreaming big enough. You're setting your goals way too small. Just too small. And sometimes when, you got to be careful too. If your goal is big, don't tell everybody.
yeah.
Because if it's so big, they're going to be like, well, you're not going to be able to do that. It's okay. Keep it, share it with a small group of people. And when it comes into fruition, that person will say, oh, wow, you don't need to know how you're going to get there.
I think that's a great. So let's think about this for a second. It's New Year's Eve, and we set a goal. This year, we're going to lose the weight. Like we're going to do it. We're all pumped up and excited about it. Yvette makes a great point. Don't tell anyone about it. Don't tell anyone about it. You know how they'll start to find out that you're doing the weight loss? When they see the weight loss.
Yeah.
What happens is think of it like a balloon, and we're all motivated. The balloon is filled with air, and then we start talking to someone about it, and then a little bit of the air comes out, and we talk to that person, and a little bit more air comes
Yeah.
out, and then before you know it, we've got no air left in the balloon, and that, like that motivation runs out. So if you want to have a talk with anyone, talk to yourself. Yeah, I can do this. I've got this. but you don't need to talk to anyone out there. We don't need anyone's approval. And like Yvette said, some people can give you negative feedback. Oh, yeah, you've tried that 10 times before. That's never going to happen, right?
There's so many haters. You're going to have people who will not want to see you succeed.
Right.
I mean, that's just the truth of the matter. If it is that you do need some motivation, find some other friends who want to also lose weight, and you set up a texting group and you motivate each other.
I love that.
You know, if you need that. And if you don't need that, and if you need, I don't know, an app to tell you, okay, I worked out today, and there's certain apps where you can, I think, what was the one you used one time, and I think it's like, if you don't do certain tasks for the week, like, you have to pay $5.
Oh, right.
So it makes you more accountable. If you need that, then set that up.
Yeah, I think the great point that Yvette's making is, if you're going to talk to someone or work with someone, pick the person that you know is going to have your back and they're going to support you through the process. But ultimately, it's the man in the mirror or the woman in the mirror that has to have the faith in themselves. They're the ones who are going to do the work. It's us. And you know, sometimes we want to give it over to someone else to motivate us, but ultimately we have to motivate ourselves. And I want to say this. You know, many of us will make a goal like, I want to lose 50 pounds this year, right? Let's just say that's the goal. And we look at the big piece of that goal and we're like, oh my God, how am I going to do it? Don't worry. What we do is we do 1 hour at a time, 1 day at a time, and that's it. And when we have a success at the end of the day, we check it off and there's day one. We don't think about, oh my God, I still have 48 pounds left to go. No. 1 day at a time. We just check, because what we want to do is we want to create wins, lots of wins that are easy for us. So, you know, even if it's drinking water or whatever your goal is related to it, when you do it, check it off. There's a win. The more wins we have, the more motivated we get ourselves to say, wow, wait, I'm having all these wins. I can do this.
Yeah, because it can be daunting to think about, oh, wow, 50 pounds. 50 pounds, it's major when you look at it that way. But if you just think about, okay, you know, if you can lose a pound or two a week, those are wins.
100%. Yvette's there's a 75-day challenge that she's doing. It's 75 days long. Well, if you look at it as, oh my God, there's 75 days, how am I going to do this? No. How are you looking at it?
No. I think I'm on day 6 today. Yeah. I look at it day to day.
Day to day.
I can't look at it as, oh, wow, I have 70 more days. That's overwhelming. That's why a lot of people, because this has nothing to do with physical endurance. Really and truly, the guy even says it, it has to do with your mindset.
Yes.
Like, I have to do this. I mean, nobody is checking up on me to see if I'm doing this. The one I'm failing is myself.
That's right.
So, you know, I have everything. See, the thing is, to prevent failure, one of the key things for me anyway, I have to have everything written out. I have everything written out. There's a special app. There's certain things I do to keep myself accountable.
Yeah.
You can't look at it as this big picture.
No.
Take it small, and then every day is a huge win. It's just like, wow, you know, today. And as we said, you know, doing your hardest task first. Like this morning, my hardest thing is working out outside. Listen, it's cold out. Do I really want to be outside? No. But I also don't like being outside in the dark. So I'm going to do the hardest thing this morning.
Right. And again, just one step at a time. It's baby steps, just baby steps. And then each baby step, check it off. Oh, I won again. Oh, I won again. And guess what? We say this all the time. If you have a bad day and you didn't get it right that day, that doesn't mean you have to give up everything. You know what? We had a bad day. Let it go. And we start a brand new day tomorrow. Or not even tomorrow. Let's say you're having a bad day, you're 3/4 of the way through the day. Start over for the last quarter of the day. It's a new quarter of the day, and I'm going to make the best of that quarter of the day, right?
Absolutely.
Because otherwise, the rest of that day goes to waste. And then if we just say, oh, I didn't do it yesterday, and then we end up giving up, and we stop, and there goes our goal. Instead, we say, hey, we're human beings. I didn't do it the way that I should have yesterday. I'm not going to judge myself. I'm going to let it be. I'm going to learn from it, and I'm going to do the rest of the day or tomorrow the best that I can. And we do it, and then we check off that day, and we do it, and sometimes we'll stop again, and it's okay. Just keep going back to it's a brand new start. I got it, no problem. I got this. And before you know it, what'll happen? You'll get what you want.
Absolutely. Because I mean, it's okay. Sometimes we're going to fall off if you're not working out every day, or if you set a goal to read every day and you didn't do it for a day. It's okay. Reset the next day.
Right, because what happens is that voice in our head starts up. Oh my God, see, I said I was going to do it, and now I'm not doing it. What, tomorrow I'm probably not going to want to wait. And then we talk ourselves into such a negative state that we then don't continue on. And what we're saying is, instead of doing that talk, just say, okay, it didn't go the way I wanted it to today. Tomorrow is a new day.
Absolutely.
It's a fresh day. I'm starting. I'm going to continue from that point, and it's all going to work out. And if that day doesn't work out, the next day. You just keep. What we don't want to do is let that negative voice take over and control our life. And the way that we do that is we don't attach to it. We go, oh my God, it's so bad, and we start talking. No, just say, oh, there's that voice. It's doing its thing. I'm going to let it go away, and I'm going to do what I need to do tomorrow or the rest of the day, whatever it is. Any
Excellent.
closing comments?
Well, I just think, start setting your goals for the rest of the month. And then we're worried about 2021. We still have some, 2020. And I know people are like, oh, we want it just to go away. But you want to know something? You still can achieve good things in what we have left of the month.
Yeah.
The rest of this year.
And again, the beauty is, it's like Yvette said, 2021 is coming up, and people are planning, oh, this is how my whole year is going to be. And that's okay. No judgment. But let's worry about today, tomorrow, and this month. What is our plan for today? What is our plan for tomorrow? And what is our plan for this month? And instead of taking on an annual basis, what if we did it on a monthly basis? And we made goals for the month rather than a whole year. Because a year is a long time. So if we chunk it down into very small steps, then it actually becomes more achievable for us. Because it's not something that I have to worry about towards the end of the year. It's something that I can focus on today and start working on today, because I know that I've made a monthly goal or a weekly goal or a daily goal. Small goals stack up and create big wins for us.
Absolutely.
That's it. Have a wonderful weekend. Comment below anything. Comment below that you got some kind of value from this today. And maybe what's one of your small goals that you want to achieve? Comment below. We love you. We appreciate you. And have a wonderful weekend. And just remember this, no matter what, you're perfect exactly as you are, and you can do anything you set your mind to, anything. And just because you mess up one day or 2 days or 3 days in a row, the next day is a fresh day.
Absolutely. You can just reset.
Reset. All right, guys. We love you.
Have a great one.
Have a great one. Take care.